A few months ago, I did an experiment with the Ruth Stout method, but instead of using straw or hay, I used banana leaves. And now I'm going to harvest these potatoes and I'm going to compare them with my other potatoes, which are in my in-ground beds, which I just planted in the normal way. So let's have a look and see how these potatoes came out. So what I did here is I just put the potatoes down, the seed potatoes straight down on the soil, and then I used the banana leaves as a mulch over them. And there are maybe one or two where I just sort of dug them down tiny little bit underneath the soil. So let's have a look, see how many potatoes there are. Okay, sure. Actually, I'm going to have to bring you a bit closer because there are a lot. This is actually surprising. But there's just a little bit of disappointment. Hang on. Let's have a look. I'm going to just move it all out the way. The advantage of having all this mulch down was that the soil stayed nice and wet. And I hardly had to water it. And considering that I've got the banana trees here, this is quite something. Okay, let me move all this mulch out the way. Wow. Okay. This is actually better than I thought. Yeah. Take a look at this, guys. I mean, this is quite something. I haven't even really tried to dig it all yet, but there they are. They're just lying on the top. Now, the first disadvantage I can see right away is look at the greening. There. That's unfortunate. So, I mean, I still eat those. I just peel that off or I cut it off. But there's still a lot of potatoes. This one is particularly bad. I don't think I'm going to try eating that one. But this is quite something. I mean, I haven't even dug down yet. Let's just see if I do. Let's take this one, for instance. I know it looks like they're mainly all on the top. You can see all the banana, these are banana roots, these. But, well, let's have a look. Okay, so this one I did dig down a tiny bit, but like 5 centimeters. Let's have a look here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yo. Okay. And there's some more. I think I'm going to put you back on the camera stand. And then I'm going to see how many I get all together out of this bed. Yo. The advantage is that these potatoes are really just sitting right on the top, and I'm really shocked at the size of these things. This is wow. I'm really impressed. Oh wow, look at this. This is still the you can just see here. That is the cutting. I mean, it wasn't even a full potato, it was just a little cutting. Yeah, this is definitely making harvesting very easy. You just run around here with your fingers and some sweet potatoes here too. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, that's a bonus. Yeah. So sweet potatoes are those things that just keep on giving. That's all I can say. I mean, I haven't even finished the ones that I've harvested, and there's just still more in the ground. And I didn't plant these. They are volunteer sweet potatoes. I'm sure if I did a concerted effort, I could probably get more, but I'm happy with something that just wants to be here by itself. So the other advantage I see here is that there's also now it will be minimal soil disturbance because they're sitting right on the top here. And you really can't believe that the soil is still as moist as it is. I mean, we have not been getting a lot of rain at all. Yeah, I think that's it, eh? Yeah, I'm going to call it. So, like this. I'm impressed. Oh, no, wait, there's more here. But they sit right on the top. Let's have a look at this one. So what I did at this bed is I just took a hand spade, a little trowel, and I just opened the soil up and I popped the seed potato in like that. So it's probably about this deep in the ground. They say about 12 centimeters. I think they called that about 6 inches, so 12 to 15 centimeters. That's sort of when Kevin from Epic Garden did a trial. Obviously, it's not like a super scientific thing, but he said that, well, what he showed was that is like ideal for growing potatoes, that depth. Okay, so let's have a look, see what we get from that. See, I don't know if I mentioned that now, but this is also, okay, I've covered this with sweet potato, with, what do you call it, banana leaves as well. But not, that is just really just to keep the moisture in as a regular mulch. Well, I can see there are some really nice sized potatoes here. This one was quite near the top. Okay, well, wait. Yeah. I also want to mention, these are not bought seed potatoes. These are just what had sprouted or chittered in my kitchen. So I just can't justify buying potatoes, seed potatoes. They are just too expensive for what you're going to get, you know, especially now. Potatoes were so cheap. I think we were getting like 50, 40, 45 rand, 43 rand for 7 kgs. We haven't had those prices for years. Yeah, it is a little bit more difficult to get them out, but they're really nice. They're really nice. I haven't yet got little tiny totsy ones, so that's super encouraging. Little sweet potato. Yeah, you see, I feel like I want to go get the garden fork now. The soil is still moist, which is also nice. Doesn't feel like it is as many. But we'll have to see. We're just going to have to weigh and get the real weight here. Oh, wow. Look, these are all shop-sized potatoes, that's all I can say. Like real proper jobs. But it was definitely easier getting them out from underneath the banana leaves. Well, this is quite interesting, but you can just see that is the ones from the regularly planted potatoes, and then this is from the modified Ruth Stout method. So just by looking, you can already see that obviously the Ruth Stout method is a little bit more productive. I must also say though that the soil here is very hard because I brought in years ago compost, but it was a clay-based compost, and yeah, I did have to get the garden fork out to get some of the potatoes out. But I wanted to show you this. This grew from the stem of the plant. You can see, there we go. Isn't that interesting? You can't eat that, but I was wondering if one can plant it. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me just, there we go. Let's see how many we've got from the modified Ruth Stout method. I mean, look at this. Look at the size of that, guys. And there's a couple of them. Ordinarily, I get ones this size and this size most of the time. I think I'm going to have to do a two batches. Yeah, they're not going to fit on here. Maybe I'll weigh 2.5. There's 2.5. Okay. Take this off. I wonder if I can just. Whoops. Oh, let's take that one off. If we take that one off, there we are. So that is 5 kilograms. I think there were 8 plants there. I mean, that's not actually great if you think about it. That's like less than a kilogram a plant. Oh, that sucks. Just take the sweet potatoes out. See where we go with this one. Well, now, that is 3.35. Well, there it is. 5 kilograms versus 3.35. I hope you enjoyed that video and found that super interesting. I did. I didn't expect to actually get such a large harvest from my modified Ruth Stout method. If you did like that video, then please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and so I hope you have a wonderful day further, and I will